How are the kids dealing? I know they're young. I know that you've wanted to give them a very specific sense of what happened, so to kind of ease the reality for them. How are the kids doing?
It's real hard right now, especially for my 5-year-old. He told me the other day that, Mommy, call Daddy. He's going to wake up. Call Daddy. He's going to wake up. So it's very, very hard right now.
How are you doing with it? I know you're a key witness in the case. I know you were right there. I understand that you have some restrictions on you in terms of what you can talk about, but how are you doing with all of it?
I'm just being a strong woman that I am, and I'm just holding on and just keeping my strength together.
As a general sense, do you believe that Mr. Drejka had any reason to fear for his life that night?
No.
Counselor, let me get you in on this conversation. The sheriff had said, look, I'm a lawyer, and the standard is very clear. I can't make an arrest here because, he has a reasonable belief that his life was in danger. It's not what the law says. Probable cause still applies in investigating from a law enforcement capacity. Yes, Florida did add a new wrinkle to the law that makes it easier for a potential defendant, a shooter. But what did you think of what the sheriff did in this case?
Well, I think that he was wrong. Not only me, also the community and Brittany's family, but also the NRA. They did not feel his narrative was correct, that this was stand your ground. Because, Chris, the essence of this case is on that video. You see it all for yourself. You see this strange man come up to the car, walking around the car, and then he starts to yell and curse and assault this young lady with her 2 babies in the back seat. Now just imagine that, Chris. A mother in the car with her babies and a strange man comes yelling and cursing at her. So someone tells Marquise in the store that his family is under attack. He comes out, we all sit on the video, and he goes to protect his family and his property. If anybody had the right to stand your ground, it was Marquise McGlockton. And then when he pushes him, this wannabe cop falls back, and then he pulls a gun. And right there, you see Marquise start to retreat. He takes 4.5 steps back. Brittany starts to retreat. There is a white gentleman who walks into the video frame, and he jumps back and starts to retreat. Everybody is retreating. He is not in imminent fear of his life. There is no justified reason for him to pull that trigger. And what's so troubling is that little 5-year-old Marquise, when you look at the last part of that video, he reaches out for his father, and his father falls at his feet. And that will be the last time he saw his father alive. And so Brittany and these children are going to need some serious counseling to try to deal with this traumatic episode.
Well, I know, Brittany Jacobs, you're very strong. You're in the business of helping other people deal with their illness. We made a pledge at the beginning of this case, and there are other members of the media that will do the same. We will stay on this. We were on it in the beginning. We're on it now that the state is investigating it. Everybody's goal is the same: fairness under law. I promise you we'll stay on the case. You are welcome back here with your counselor whenever you want to discuss what's happening and what it means from your perspective. Counselor Crump, thank you very much. Brittany Jacobs, I appreciate you taking the time. My best to the kids.
Thank you.
Think about what this kid is going through right now. Think about all the counseling this poor kid is going to need. Think about how he's going to grow up and how this is going to affect a lot of things in his life and what he's seen. Think about that. I'm sure that Drejka, stupid idiot, I'm trying not to curse, doesn't care about that. This is why this guy should be charged with first-degree murder. Seriously? I don't understand why he just got manslaughter. And the thing is, I'm sure he's bragging about it. I'm sure he is. He feels no remorse. He's a psychopath. And this kid had to see that. All because his noble father was protecting his mom. You guys keep this kid in your thoughts. I hope and pray that just somehow he's just doesn't slip into any kind of depression or anything like that. Michael Dredge should not be a free man at all. I hope they pursue him to get even a more severe charge than what he has right now. A beast like that should never be free because of what this young little man has to go through and has to face for the rest of his life.